What's up? What's going on? What's good? It's the Boxing Source checking in here. And what we want you to do here is, if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Yes, I'm going to do it like Umar Abdullah Johnson. If I'm tuned 3 times, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Now check this out. We got this thing here. Of course, we had the news of Naoya Inoue and Stephen Fulton agreeing to terms to fight. And it's going to be for Fulton's belts, the WBC and WBO super bantamweight titles. Now, this is a big fight here because it is going to involve the number 3 pound for pound fighter in the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings, Naoya Inoue, against the number 6 pound for pound fighter in the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings, Stephen Fulton. Now, like I said, Stephen Fulton is a WBC and WBO super bantamweight champion. And he scored big wins over Brandon Figueroa and over Daniel Roman to pretty much like say, hey, look, he has been a great fighter, over the past few years. He's beaten a number of fighters that have been undefeated over the course of his professional career, up to him being the unified super bantamweight champion. Now, we know that he was trying to aim for a fight against MJ Akhmadaliev for the undisputed titles there at super bantamweight, but hey, guess it just couldn't work out. MJ is, doing what MJ's doing. I mean, he's, been injured a few times. He's, kind of like ballooned up in weight. So we don't know what is going to happen there with MJ Akhmadaliev and those titles that he has. So, you know what? He says, let me challenge myself here. I know that they're talking about this guy, Naoya Inoue, and some people are saying that he is the number 1 pound for pound fighter. But, like I said, he is the number 3 fighter in the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings. But you're going to involve 2 guys that are very skilled, highly skilled. They're in their respective divisions, wherever they've been at. Okay, cool. So, like I said, Stephen Fulton, there at super bantamweight. You have Naoya Inoue, who has been a multi-division world champion. He's been there at light flyweight. He's been there at super flyweight. He's been there at bantamweight. Like I said, he became the undisputed bantamweight champion with his win over Paul Butler in December. So now he is going up to, super bantamweight. And he's going right into it, facing the number 1 guy in the super bantamweight division in Stephen Fulton. And that is going to be a great matchup. Now, like I said, with Stephen Fulton, he has those big wins over Brandon Figueroa, and he has that recent win over Daniel Roman. And, I say, with his resume that he's had over the course of his professional career, that puts him up there to number 6 in the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings. And he pretty much showed like his level of skill there against Brandon Figueroa, a guy that was a taller fighter, a rangier fighter, but he was able to show his skill set in that particular bout in order to win that decision to become a unified super bantamweight champion. And, I feel like his overall skill set makes him one of the top fighters there in the sport of boxing. And that is why he is number 6 in the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings. Now, Naoya Inoue, he's number 3 in the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings. And, he has been one of the more talented fighters in the sport of boxing. I think that, he is one of the best offensive fighters in the sport of boxing, not just with, his offensive output, but the way that he sets his shots up against his opponents, whether it's through feints, whether it's through foot movement, his ability to cut off the ring. He is great in doing all of those things, and that is why he has been able to score some big knockouts against notable opponents. Like I said, recently against Paul Butler, he's had 2 fights against Nonito Donaire, but the recent one having him get a stoppage victory in that one too. But that had him build himself up. He won the World Boxing Super Series in that particular division, and now he is the undisputed champion there at that particular division there in bantamweight. But he made the announcement that he is moving up to the super bantamweight, so he is relinquishing all of those titles, and he is going up there to face Stephen Fulton at the super bantamweight division, and that is going to be a really big fight. Now, the thing about it is, you have two guys here in Stephen Fulton and Naoya Inoue. They are, part of two different organizations. Yeah, people know about Stephen Fulton, fighting usually under the PBC banner, advised by Al Heyman, under the promotion of TGB Promotions, Tom Brown there. And you have Naoya Inoue, who, from a stateside standpoint, is promoted by Top Rank, but has a different promotional company over in Japan. So when he has his fights over in Japan, usually Top Rank's not really involved in it. So that is one of the major reasons why this particular fight is able to take place. I know that Stephen Fulton has said on multiple occasions that he was open to facing Naoya Inoue if that particular fight came up. Some people were talking about, hey, maybe there could have been a rematch between Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa at 126. But you know what? Days have been passing by, and we hadn't really seen anything official as far as like Stephen Fulton, Brandon Figueroa rematch 126. So people are like, Now we're talking about maybe there could possibly be Stephen Fulton and Naoya Inoue, and now we had this news of them agreeing to terms. It looks like it's going to be taking place in the summer. We over there in Japan, which means money for both of those fighters. And oh man, it's going to be a big event in Japan. Probably one of the biggest boxing events in Japan since Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. You know what, man? Let me tell you something. That referee, I was so calm against Buster Douglas, man. But anything, you know what? Forget all that. Back to this fight here, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. That is one of the most anticipated fights of the year here in 2023. Like I said, the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings has Naoya Inoue at number 3 and Stephen Fulton at number 6. But you have this particular fight here, and depending on who wins, that could boost them up to becoming either number 2 in the pound for pound rankings or number 1. Now, I know that for those that pay attention to the Boxing Source pound for pound rankings, the current number 1 fighter on there is Alexander Usyk, and there is a potential fight between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight titles. But until we have that as official, as of right now, we're talking about Naoya Inoue, Stephen Fulton, WBC, WBO, super bantamweight titles. It's going to be a great event, and I'm definitely looking forward to it here on the Boxing Source. And if you like this video, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And also, if you have any early predictions on this particular fight, you can drop it in the comments below. We really appreciate it here at the Boxing Source. All right. So with that being said, that's it. What we got for this particular story. Boxing Source, check it out.